Welcome back to the Apollo Media YouTube channel. Special interview today. Me and the homie JP. We've got Bri Ellis in the house, Arkansas softball star. Say what's up, Bri.
Hello, everyone.
Yeah, so we're just going to talk to Bri about just being the hottest name in college softball right now and shitting on all the haters. It's really incredible to watch. So, Bri, you're from Houston, H-Town, born and raised. You went to Memorial High School, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So, at what point did you really get serious about softball?
I've always been softball was always my thing growing up. My parents made me do every sport or whatever, and I liked softball because I was good at it, and I like to be good at things when I'm young. I probably got really good when I was about 9 or 10.
Damn, okay.
But I had my first home run at 9. It's in this glass case in my room.
That's
on my
impressive.
Shelf.
So you were 9 years old. You're
I was
I'm
9.
different.
And my mom took this picture of me, and looking back at it, I was massive too. I don't even know how tall kids are at 9, but I was huge. But yeah, I probably got serious around then, and then I was still kind of on local teams, and so I moved to, they call it select ball, travel ball, softball. And I kind of, shuffled around teams until I found the team that I really liked, and then I stayed there for the rest of my life until I went to college. And it's Impact Gold, coached by Casey Jackson. He's always wanted me to do a shout out for him, so shout out to Coach Casey.
Hey,
it was his
Casey
birthday
Jackson.
yesterday. Happy birthday!
Man, happy belated.
Happy belated birthday, Coach Casey. No, he's the best. He's I wish I could show y'all stuff about him, but he's awesome. And basically, he taught me everything I know, hitting, fielding, mental, everything. He's hilarious, and he's tough as anything, but he's the reason I'm still playing softball, so love that man.
That's dope.
And then, I committed to Texas A&M when I was, I think, in the fall, my freshman year of high school.
Damn.
And yeah, I was 13 or 14 years old.
And
so
they were already we need you.
well, yeah, in hindsight, that's way too young to be making a decision like that. But that at the time, that's how things were going. And if you played softball and you weren't committed by your freshman or sophomore year, you sucked. So I was outside
Really?
pressured that you got to commit somewhere.
I didn't know that.
Also, committing at that early of an age is almost like a flex.
Yeah,
almost, I would say.
I'm that good.
you know?
I'm that good.
Dude, I'm 13 years old.
I
and I'm
can't
mashing.
drive, but I know where I'm going to college. So, but the thing about that was the coach at the time, she doesn't work there anymore. She only offered me 30% scholarship. And I wasn't, the greatest at this time, but a lot of coaches liked me for my size. Like I said, I was huge growing up. Just
Flex.
this huge kid playing first base. And so I was heavily recruited, but I loved A&M. My mom went to A&M, grew up in Aggie, all that stuff.
Yeah.
And so I told her I was 13 or 14, and I looked at this grown woman, and I was I think I'm worth more than 30% scholarship.
Hell yeah.
Because, at the
Damn,
same
that's
time,
real.
you only value me for a 30% scholarship. That's kind of messed up, and any other school would, give me much more right now.
Yeah.
But so we came to a verbal agreement, and that's the last verbal business agreement I will ever take in my life.
Oh, for sure.
Because
Lessons learned.
yeah, I learned my lesson there, but it worked for the best.
Yeah.
So then there was this new rule that came into place in softball, and it was you couldn't talk to college coaches or any kind of recruiting until your September of your junior year of high school. So I had to cut off all communications with this lady and all recruiting, everything A&M.
Dang.
So it was kind of scary. Oh, let me get back to the agreement we made. So it was she gave me 3 or 4 things to work on and get better on, and she was if you do this, this, and that, I'll raise it to 85%. And in softball, there is no such thing as a full ride scholarship. They only give, I think the number is somewhere around 12 full ride scholarships, and there's
Wow.
20 to 23 players on a team. So a full ride scholarship in softball is anywhere from 85 to 95%. You should consider that a full ride, at least, value.
Yeah.
So she said, yeah, I'll raise it to 85 if you get this, this, and this done. And didn't speak to her for 2 years. I think she was allowed to come, like, watch me play. So she saw me progress as a player and get better and more mature and, like, grow into my body as I'm, you know, going through maturity.
So she gave you this list, like, of stuff to improve on as a freshman in high school?
Yes.
Dang.
And I don't even remember what it was. It was, like, athleticism. I don't know. Basically, she just wanted me to, like, because I was, like, a chunky little 13, 14-year-old, like, just got into high school, and this old lady's telling me, yeah, I don't like the way you look in uniform. She did tell me that. She did tell me that. Yeah.
Dude.
It was psycho. It was crazy. So
I know they were moving like that in softball,
I know,
dude.
Bro,
that's
nuts. Crazy.
And I was like, oh, okay, like, sure. And so I really didn't even, like, try that hard to get into shape after that. Like, I didn't really take it to heart or anything, but I worked really hard, got a lot better, grew into my body. So, like, I was so chubby, but then I grew really tall, so I, like, super thinned out, and then I had to put on muscle on top of that. But by the time it was September of my junior year, I was like a dog. I was so good. And I was really good.
Dog of the week, baby.
Dog of the month, bro.
And I had a lot of, like, confidence in this huge presence, and I was tall and I was strong and everyone wanted me. But I was still committed to A&M. And so, like, the minute I woke up on September 1st, she calls me, and we're kind of talking, like, small talk. Hey, haven't heard from you. Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Nice talk. And then we get down to, like, money stuff. And I was like, so where are we at in the scholarship? Are we still at 30, or are we up to 85, or, like, where are we at? Do we need to talk about it? And she was like, well, we're still down at 30 for now. And I was like,
what?
I had to pull away from the phone. I was like, come on.
Yeah.
So it got to the point where my dad had to take the phone, because it was like my life was, like, falling apart in front of me, basically, because it wasn't as serious as I thought it was at the time. But in the moment, I was like,
school, everything is
as
serious.
a teenager,
yeah,
everything is dramatic. You live moment by moment.
Well, I had it all, like, planned out. I was gonna go to school at A&M. I was gonna play first base. Blah blah blah.
You're gonna be whooping it up. Yeah.
I had put that in everyone's face for years now, and now I have to go out and say, yeah, I'm not going there anymore. Like, that was the worst thing ever to think about doing. I never really had to do it, but so my dad took the phone. He still, to this day, won't tell me what she said to him, but he said, in however many years of working, that's, like, the worst phone call about, like, business or money stuff that he's ever had. Like, the things she had to say about me and my family. And one thing she did say to me was that she didn't want a player that, like, kind of put a monetary value on herself. Like, basically back to what I said when I was 14 of I'm worth more than 30%, which I was.
Yeah.
And she saw that as, like, selfish, and thought I was gonna, like, cause a lot of trouble on the team for that and whatever. So I decommitted from there, went to PF Chang's with my best friends, because I was so, like,
Classic.
falling apart.
Like can never go wrong.
I know.
Get you right back.
I get it. I was, like, talking with them and, like, going through all of our other options. Like, do I quit softball? Just go to school there? Do I try and go somewhere else? Like, it was not that big of a deal at the time, but I was like, I have to quit softball now. Like, there's no way I can come back from this. Well, like, an hour into the dinner, I get a phone call. It was an Alabama phone number, and I was joking, and I was like, oh, watch this be University of Alabama right now. Like, that would be so funny. And I pick up the phone. He's like, hi, this is Coach Dean with Auburn University. Would you like to, talk about coming on a visit? And I, like, pulled the phone away and was, like, screaming in this PF Chang's, like, it was, like, the best moment of my life. Like, even with everything that happened, that was still, like, so awesome. And so I went on a visit that weekend, loved it. Everything was so awesome. I still love Auburn. Auburn was so great. And
that's cool.
I committed, like, a week later, so I never really had to, say that I'm not going to A&M anymore, because I just changed it and said, hey, guys, I'm going to Auburn now. So that was kind of the recruiting process. And looking back at it, like, that's crazy that, like, this old lady said that to me and, like, about me to my parents and to my
Right.
coaches.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's intense. Like,
Yeah.
it's fair to hold yourself to high value. And it's good that you saw yourself at that
Yeah.
light at such a young age. The fact that she didn't value you after that many years of progression says a lot about her.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. After my freshman year, she ended up getting fired. So my mom loves to say that, oh, she got fired because you had such a good year and they lost. That's not the
Well, I'm
reason.
sure they could have used you now.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely. Definitely. But,
SEC Freshman of the Year, like right in the conference. Like.
oh, that was so. And we played them. We played A&M our first SEC series.
Were
and
you
we
like, I'm about
swept
to
them.
go off?
Oh, I did. Well, I didn't go like I didn't. That wasn't my best, but I hit 2 home runs. We swept them, and just oh god, I'm like picturing that lady like gives me nightmares. She's so like. But yeah, no, that was awesome when that happened.
Yeah, that's
But the
sick.
real question was, did you get dog of the week?
Not that week, no. Not that week.
Hey man, she's gotten Dog of the Week before.
I'm
She
sure
was-
many of times.
Were you the NCAA Player of the Week or
Mhm.
SEC Player of the Week?
Both.
But yeah, hey.
Hey, man, that's bigger.
So like yeah, like he was saying, like it's dope that you even at a young age, like you definitely saw your value and you like were standing up for yourself and stuff like that, and that you know we followed you on Twitter for a little bit, and like we can kind of see that still now. Like when people are talking trash to you, you're just like, screw you guys. Like I know who I am. I know what I can do. You know, so can you just kind of talk to us about like the decision to leave Auburn and people's reaction to that, and how you just kind of just rose above it and just kept pushing? Like,
So basically, what went into leaving Auburn, without getting too into the details,
yeah,
was. Sorry, I don't want to say anything I'm not supposed to.
Yeah,
I
yeah, for
basically, what I'm trained to like tell people is that it wasn't the right fit for me. And I was putting so much into Auburn in that program, and I just wasn't getting out of it what I was putting into it. So like, you know, socially, I didn't really have that many friends. I only had like the people on my team. I struggled like making friends outside, which is a big thing when you're going through all this crap. Like in the softball program, you don't have anyone to turn to. Academics, like mediocre. Like no one really pushed me to do better, or so I didn't. I mean, I was average, and I still had great grades. I have a great GPA, but I was like total nerd weirdo in high school and had like perfect grades. And so like going down to what I did these past 2 years is like, well, this is just like going through the motions, you know. And then softball, I had a really good freshman year, but I just honestly like I felt I was not getting better at all. I thought I was every day I went to practice, I thought I was getting worse, and it was just the stuff that we had to go through mentally and physically. It wasn't worth it in the end because I wasn't getting anything out of it. It was just like, why am I putting myself through this? And just harsh conditions. But like at the end of the day, I'll still like say like I loved Auburn so much. Like the place, the people there. I love the fans, and except the ones that just are the worst.
Yeah.
But most of the
haters.
fans, I love them so much, and like it like was so hard to leave, but you know, I did it for myself, and I'm so glad that I did. It was like the greatest thing I've ever done was leave that place and find somewhere else. That's so hard to say, but it's true.
yeah,
No, peace of mind is definitely valued. And if you feel like you're not getting out of it what you're putting in, that's very fair. You know, you feel like when you're going anywhere, you're doing anything in life, you feel like you should progress. And if you're not progressing in the way that you feel like you're not, then it's like, this isn't for me.
And
also,
also,
it's like ending a relationship almost, you know?
yeah. And also, I was going to say, like, there is no, like, I can't just go to the league, you know? Like, there is no league for softball. Like,
right.
I can't be on a mediocre team and then somehow end up on a minor league team or whatever.
Yeah.
This is my, like, there's a pro league, but there's no money in it. No one watches it. And it's got a long way to go before it gets anywhere close to even what the WNBA is at.
Yeah.
And
It's,
so, like,
Lauren Chamberlain's league, right?
Yeah. So she's doing great stuff with it, but it's still like in my time when I'm still playing, it's not gonna be as, you know, big as everyone would hope it would be.
Right.
But it has a lot of potential. But like this is it. Like this is it. This is my, you know, time to have my moments, my, you know, winning, performing, having my special times I'll remember for the rest of my life, because like I have to get a degree. Like I can't play softball forever. Softball's not going to pay the bills. Even if I do like want to, you know, play pro for 2 summers or whatever, make a couple $1,000, like I'm going to have a job on the side. And I can barely do that as is right now as a student athlete. Yeah. So that I definitely took that into perspective. Like I want my last 2 years playing softball to just like go all out, be great. I want to go to the World Series, because who doesn't? Yeah. And now, of course, that's not the only reason I chose Arkansas and why I left Auburn. But at the end of the day, I love to win and I hate losing. So, you know, I want to be on a great team. I want to go out winning, you know?
Yeah, real. I love that. That's dope. So, you know, to kind of get off some of the little more dramatic stuff, I want to ask you, why number 77?
Oh, my sister and I go back and forth on this, but I did confirm it with my father that it's kind of a weird story. She says she had it first because she also wore the number 77 when she played. Okay. She claims she had it first and I copied her, but what actually happened is that one of my friends on the team wanted number 77. Her dad was the coach or whatever. Or no, she wanted like 46, some crazy number.
Yeah, that's random.
And she got 77 and I got 46. So, of course, her dad's the coach. He was like, switch, like, it's fine. So I wore 77 and then just never changed. Mm-hmm. And I have no recollection of this, so I have no idea if this is true. But
I mean, for a second, I thought you were just a big Luka Doncic
That's
fan.
what I thought, too.
But,
I was like,
I wore 77 before Luka Doncic. I swear.
The OG 77. You heard it here first.
He's swagger jacking.
He copied me, so
just
he's
like
a
dude who plays in Dallas. Like that makes sense.
Who likes Dallas anyway?
No one likes Dallas. But yeah, you're born and raised in Houston. You're an Astros fan. You got the Who's Your Daddy shirt on. Is Jordan your favorite player? You have another favorite player on the Astros?
You know, being selfish, yes, he's my favorite player, but obviously he's hurt right now. So I would say I love Framber.
Yeah.
Dude. I got the shirt that was like the 25 quality stars.
Oh, the World Tour shirt.
That's my favorite shirt. I got it for Christmas and I posted it on my Instagram story and I tagged him and he swiped up and was like, "Love it. This is so cool." So that's like that's my ticket to fame right there.
There you go.
Is that he responded?
Hell yeah,
like
dude.
Supporting
awesome.
me. I mean,
I love Framber.
He's a G.
We got the Framber poster on the wall right behind you.
Oh, yeah.
That's our boy. That's what's
He's awesome. But I also, right now, I love Chaz. I think everyone loves Chaz right now.
There's nothing wrong with a good chomp every once in a while, you know what I mean? He's been killing it. American League Player of the Week recently.
Yeah.
And then Dez said that if he's American League Player of the Month, he will wear a alligator suit to a game. So Chaz, baby. We need you to make it happen because we need to see Apollo Dez at Minute Maid Park.
Yes, please.
Rocking the crocodile
You
suit.
got the Dez cosign. You got the Bri Ellis cosign. It's time, Chaz. This is your moment.
Chaz McCormick, man, it's all you, brother.
Are you into other sports or just baseball and softball?
I got into basketball a few years ago. I watched a lot of Rockets games, but
oh man, you watched at the wrong time.
I did, and that's why I don't watch anymore. Is because I was like, this is painful.
No, watch this year. We will be good. I swear.
Yeah, he's our Rockets guy.
So.
Oh, you're the So I actually went to Auburn with Jabari, and I wasn't like super close with him at all. I'm not even gonna say that, but I pass him every day, and I have a picture with him in the cafeteria, our little cafeteria place. I have a picture, and I was fresh out of practice. I have the ice on my shoulder, and then he's just like,
he's like, what's up? I mean, Jabari, man, he killed it in the summer league. He only played 2 games. My little brother, he's not here right now, but he's a huge Jabari guy, huge supporter, and with us, like we just think that Jabari is he's gonna be the guy.
Oh yeah.
He's a great representation of Auburn, and Dex, you posted the video of him doing yoga.
Yeah, man,
that was I
he's
used
out
to do
here.
yoga. I could never do that, man. Like I saw that, I was like, bro, that's like years of practice.
I was like, dude, I can't imagine just like being a regular person at a yoga class and then fucking 6'10"
Dude,
Jabari
it's
Smith
crazy.
walks in.
Have you done
and,
yoga
like,
before?
Doing the bridge. and
I've
everything.
tried. It didn't really work.
It's difficult.
It is
man.
hard.
It's
Yeah.
rough.
It's like super arm strength.
Dude,
Yeah.
like your core, obviously I have a very strong core, but
Is that obvious?
it's a core full of beer.
So what does the off-season training look like for softball?
Right now I basically just lift and condition in the mornings for like an hour and a half. Nothing crazy. I'm not trying to get like huge or anything.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to like stay in shape. I did like take a few weeks off at the beginning of the summer, like didn't do anything, ate whatever I wanted to, and slept all day. So
Yeah,
I had to
hell
work
yeah.
that off.
You earned that.
Yeah. That's what I keep telling people. Like they're
Yeah.
like, you have to get right back to it. Like I want nothing to do with that stuff right now. Do not even. I don't want to see a softball. I don't want to see a weight. I don't want to see anything. I just want to lay in my bed and sleep and not have any responsibilities. So of course I did that, and so I had to work off that little extra stuff I put on. But I think I'm back on track now. And then I probably will start like actually practicing soon, because that's another thing that like, because I did it so much, like not to brag or anything, but I took a lot of pride in like how much extra stuff I would put in. Like
Yeah.
I would be at the cages at like 2-3 in the morning.
Oh, you're one of
Hitting.
those.
I'm
Like,
one of those-
First one in, last one out.
I'm not even like a try hard. I just like, it just like makes me mad when I'm not doing well. So
Yeah.
I'm
I
like,
feel that.
so then of course the voice in my head's like, well, why are you just sitting on the couch? Like you should be working. You have things to do. You face Florida this weekend. And so of course I drag my butt out there and I bring my dog and we were hitting in the cages until like 3 in the morning. So not safe at all, by
What
the way.
kind of dog do you have?
He's a Labrador Rottweiler mix. He's like the cutest thing I've ever seen in my life.
What's his
Probably
name?
Full of life.
So his name's Hank, after Hank Williams Jr. And my mom calls him fully Hank Williams Jr. every time she sees him.
Oh my god.
And got a new little name tag for him, and it says Hank Williams Jr. Like barely fits on the tag. So, but
That's
he's
awesome.
like my favorite thing ever.
Mhm.
That's adorable. Just out there
Huge
watching
dog
you just
person.
take BP.
Yes,
Oh,
and
yeah.
it scares the heck out of him. Obviously, I mean,
Poor
no one
guy.
wants that. I know that's probably like not the best thing to do, but I didn't have anyone else to come with me. No one wanted to go to the cages at 3 a.m., so I had to make do with what
Touche.
I had.
I mean, Hank Williams Jr. is all the company you need.
I love that your dog is a full name. That's dope.
It is so funny.
So what stuck out to you about Arkansas? What made you want to choose to go there?
First of all, they're crazy good. It's a big hitting school, and I like to hit.
Yeah.
So I would like to improve my numbers, and so I know they have the tools to get that done. And they just got a new hitting coach, which I don't know. Do y'all know anything about like Oklahoma these past few years? Oklahoma softball.
I know they went off.
Yeah, no, that's like the royal family of softball is the head coach Patty Gasso. Her son is the hitting coach for her at OU, and then her other son, DJ, left and went to Utah. I don't know how long ago, but very recently. Utah, like, I mean, I didn't hear anything about them for ever, like as long as I can remember, and all of a sudden this past year they're in the World Series and they can hit the ball like crazy because of him. So they hired him within the past few weeks, and actually after I committed there, so that was like crazy news
Oh,
to
that
me.
felt really good.
Oh, it was so awesome.
Yeah.
Like have softball royalty as one of my coaches. That's
Yeah.
crazy. And then just the coaches, they're so great. Courtney Deifel's the head coach. She is like the best woman I've ever met, truly. Don't tell my mom that, but she's amazing. She's just so nice, but at the same time, like, doesn't mess around. And so, like, she's really like what I'm looking for. Like, I like a hard coach. I like someone to push me, But also, like, maybe tell me what I'm doing wrong instead of just sitting there screaming at me until I'm like,
Touche, that's fair.
right?
Yeah,
So
constructive criticism.
yeah,
There you go.
yeah, like, just like, I don't care. You can yell at me all you want. Just tell me what you want from me. Like, what do you want me to do, and I'll do it.
Yeah.
I need something like that. And then the visit I went on was crazy. It was so cool. Like, I had no idea Arkansas was that beautiful.
Yeah, it's really nice.
The campus is just wow, and all the athletic facilities are really nice. And then it's, I mean, mainly just they're really, really good. It's like, I want to be really, really good.
Yeah.
And
you want to be the best.
They have those values that, like, I've been looking for in a team, and they like to work hard, and like doing work on your own isn't like a punishment. It's like, you know, we're all working towards the same common goal, and we're all in the same wavelength. And so that's, I can't wait to be there and be surrounded by people who will, like, make me better every day. And I mean, the lineup, if you were to look at the lineup, obviously I'm not expecting y'all to know too much about Arkansas softball, but if y'all did, like, some research on the girls in the lineup, there's like 4 girls that are going to be there this year. I'm one of them, and we've all had at least 18 plus home runs in one season, which for softball is really like crazy because, you know, we only play 7 innings, so it's less at bats. We play less games, like stuff like that. So if you hit 18 plus home runs, that's like really crazy. So we have 4 of those in our lineup, which is like unheard of. That's like
murderer's row. Almost.
That's like Oklahoma status. I don't want to jinx myself, but it's like, that's, just thinking about it, like, gives me goosebumps because it's so, like, if I get out, it's not the end of the world. It's not my fault if we lose the game because I didn't hit or something. Like, someone else will pick you up. Someone else will get it done. And the poor coaches who are going to have to call pitches against us, because what the heck do you throw to 4 back-to-back 18-plus home run hitters? I mean, that's awesome. Scary. So
I can't wait to watch it this year.
Yeah, man. We're gonna pay attention to Arkansas softball.
You should, and we have that new hitting
coach.
We're
big Arkansas softball fans.
Now, obviously. Totally.
Because you're the coolest. This is dope.
Oh, thank you.
So I have a question for you about like you in game. Are you out there talking big shit or?
Actually, no. I like to like meet the girls that we're playing against, which I know sounds weird, but like say they'll like walk to first, and of course, if we're like winning or like not getting our butts kicked, like if it's not a super intense game, I'll like talk to them at first and meet them. And I'm not even really like a smack talker. I'm not really like a smack talker in person. I just like, now if someone were to say something to me, I'll say something back, but I'm not gonna like start anything, which is boring. But I like to meet everyone and like make friends with them and still
that's
like
cool though.
Kick their butt, you know?
I respect that.
I have met so many cool people, though, just playing against these girls. There's so many, like, badass female softball players out there that I've got to know in the past 2 years.
Cool. So are you, while you're hitting, are you a big bat flipper or no?
I have quite a few times, actually.
There's no shame in the game.
Quite a few times.
I love a good bat flip.
I do too. I saw this tweet one time, and it was about Major League Baseball, and it was like, I hit a game-winning home run against blah, 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 but you didn't see me flip my bat because he put in the same blood, sweat, and tears to get to this stage and blah, blah, blah. And someone replied, it just means you ain't cut from this cloth. And I think that is absolutely hilarious. Like, no one, like, why do you care so much if someone bat flips? Like, they just hit a nuke. Like, that's, you're allowed to do that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's the spirit of competition. Yeah. If you can't celebrate your own achievements, then what's the point?
What's the point?
You got to flex a little bit.
Yeah,
it's hard to hit a baseball that fucking
fall. Yeah, I'm the guy that plays, MLB The Show and tries to pick, like, the coolest animation for my bat flip. I'm like, come on, let's see what's the dopest thing we can do right now.
Do you have, like, a favorite home run that you've hit so far?
Yes, it was actually off of the National Player of the Year this year. We have our own Shohei Ohtani. Her name is Valerie Cagle. She's a beast. Like, this girl is crazy. So in softball, we're like, 43 feet away, like the mound is from the plate. And so I would say she throws like 72, 73 miles an hour. What would you say that's the equivalent of in baseball? Really fast. I don't want to say it's 100, but it's
Something
really fast.
along those
Yeah.
lines.
Something very fast is where I'm getting at. And she has this crazy drop ball, which is the hardest pitch to hit by far. And it was in our regional, and so we were playing. She plays for Clemson. We were playing at Clemson. First inning of the second game, we had lost the first one like 5-0. First inning, 2 runners on. I came up, and like that morning, I basically changed my whole swing because it wasn't working, and it was like this could have been our last game of the season. So I was like, I have nothing to lose right now. Let me just change everything right
You're
now.
able to do that?
It worked. Is the crazy thing, and that's why I love it so much, because I just like threw everything, like put it all in, and just like changed my load, how I stood with my legs, like my angle, everything. Like when I watch the video back, I'm like, this doesn't even look like me, because that's not my swing at all. So I changed it to fit that specific pitch. The pitch right before was the same pitch, but I hit it into my shin, and it hurt so bad.
Oh, God.
And so I got back into the box. I was just pissed off, and I was like, all right, I'm about to hit this over the fence. And I saw it was the exact same pitch, and I freaking mashed that thing. That was probably one of the farthest balls I've ever hit. And I hit it so hard, and it was a drop ball on the inside half the plate, which is not my favorite pitch. Don't use that against me, please. But I hit that ball so hard, and so we were up 3-0. We ended up winning like 5-2. We ended up, of course, losing the next game. So it didn't really matter, but to me, like that was so cool that I just was able to throw everything out the window, change my whole swing, and just get up there and freaking mash one over center field.
Yeah, that's cool as shit. Because normally like hitters, they have their routine. They don't like deviate from it at all. But you were able to just be like, no, this isn't working. I got to switch the whole thing up.
I was just fed up with myself. I was so fed up with grounding out. Like, I don't get paid to hit ground balls. Why do I keep hitting ground balls? And so it was like, something's got to change. You have nothing to lose right now, and thank God it worked out.
That's awesome.
I love that. That's like similar to like, what was it? I don't know if you were old enough or if you guys know Cal Ripken Jr., but he changed his stance all the time. Like throughout the many years he played in the league, if you watch him in the early 80s to like before he retired, he changed his swing probably like a good, like, I don't even know, like 5 to 7 times. So it's like, I love to hear stuff like that, because sometimes you can't always stay the most consistent. Same as basketball. You watch Kobe as a rookie to like right before he retired, his shot was completely different. Yeah. You know what I mean? There's all the adjustments that we make as players in order to, bring ourselves to the next level. I mean, you did that. That's dope. Let's bring it next year, right?
Right.
Yeah. So that's sick. I don't think I have any other questions for you right now about softball and things like that. I want to get into some more fun stuff. So we're gonna play a couple games if you're down for that. All right. We're gonna do fire or trash with Bri Ellis. I'm gonna give you a prompt, just a thing, and I want you to tell me whether it's fire or it's trash.
All right.
First up, Whataburger.
Fire. I love Whataburgers so much. Honestly, I kind of wish it stayed in Texas, though.
Yeah.
Like,
you don't want to share the wealth.
I don't want to.
I feel that.
Like, I won't go to the Whataburger. We had one in downtown Auburn. I never went to it because it just didn't feel right.
That's fair.
It was like, I'm cheating on Whataburger.
It doesn't feel right.
This
like,
is fake
they have them
Whataburger.
like all over now, and I'm like, it's not the same. Y'all don't know. Y'all have no idea. What's your go-to order at Whataburger?
It used to be patty melt, but I changed it to just regular cheeseburger. Patty melts were so good.
Yeah.
But then I just changed to regular cheeseburger, and it just is so good every single time.
Heck yeah.
So good.
Hits.
All right, next one, Drake.
What? Wait, what do I say again?
Fire or trash?
I almost said smash.
Is
Fire.
This
I
smash
love
or pass
Drake.
game?
I love Drake. I do. I've been like super into his music lately. I used to not listen to him, but I love his songs recently, and just I think the memes they post about him are hilarious.
Yeah. Drake is my favorite artist of all time. So if you would have said trash, you would have to leave.
Oh,
All right, next one, pineapple on pizza.
I love pineapple on pizza.
Yeah. I'm a big pineapple on pizza guy too, so
I love pineapple on pizza.
Hater. I know everyone hates on it. I'm a big pineapple on pizza guy. So
Can't do it. Can't do it at all. Right, so you went to Memorial High School.
Yes.
So I'm gonna ask you, Memorial City Mall.
No,
Fire, trash.
They have one store I like, and it's not even worth it because it's always packed, and it's just gross, and it's hot, and there's so many people.
Oh yeah. City Center. What about City
I
Center?
love City Center. I live like 3 seconds from City Center, and
Oh, really?
I love. It's just so pretty. I just like walking around there.
Yeah,
not wrong.
I love City Center.
What is it like? Ruggles used to be there.
Mm-hmm.
There's the theater. There's so many other places.
They don't have a J. Crew anymore, which kills me. But big
I
J.
think
Crew
you're the
guy.
only person
He's
in
a
the
I am,
world
apparently.
that would care
That-
about no J. Crew.
That's why it closed, because I'm the only one who cares.
You're keeping them in business.
Yeah, I was. I was in there like every week. But all right, next, fire, trash. Taco Bell.
Fire.
Thank
Fire.
you.
It's
Touche.
like
Thank you.
that was always my. I don't want to say cheat meal because that's cringe, but that's like my guilty pleasure was I would get Taco Bell.
I had Taco Bell last night. Uber Eats. Pay
Oh,
$15
I saw
for
that
a $5
tweet.
craving
Yeah.
box. Yeah. Don't do drugs, kids.
Oh my god.
Fire, trash. Country music.
Fire.
Thank
Sorry,
you.
give me something I don't like. Oh, I guess I didn't like Memorial City Mall.
Yeah,
I
you-
love
you
country
like
music.
Memorial City Mall. Okay. Who's your favorite?
Right now it's Zach Bryan.
Love Zach Bryan.
Love Zach Bryan.
Zach Bryan's so good. Our co-founder, Des, big Zach Bryan guy. All right. The Kardashians.
I'm 50-50 with them. Some stuff they do, I'm just like, just be normal. But other times I'm like, Kylie Jenner, I love you. I love everything you do. And I'm like, wake up. Like, you're being weird right now. But
So is it like Kardashians, trash, Jenner, fire, or what?
no, because Kendall Jenner sometimes rubs me the wrong way. She
Damn.
does. I don't know what it is. It just, I love Chloe. Courtney, I don't.
Yeah.
Hey man,
Kim,
she's pregnant with Travis Barker's kid.
Yeah.
congrats.
Big Blink-182 guy.
Oh. No, I guess I like Kim.
I love Kim, not gonna lie to you.
That was a very ringing endorsement on Kim.
Yeah, I was literally thinking that. I was like, I like Kim because I love Skims.
That's fair. That's fair.
All right, last one. Twitter.
Oh.
50-50.
If I'm playing well and we just finished a game, I love it. If the entire app feels like the entire app is coming from my throat, no, pass. What is it? Trash.
Trash, for sure.
I had to delete it. I had to delete Twitter because I was like just getting so much thrown at me and like it was
Damn.
crazy.
Jeez.
And like at some point, of course, like, you know, it's like basically bots saying this stuff at me because like no profile picture, random burner account, but like
Yeah.
Oh my
at some
gosh,
point
yeah.
it was just like, all right, like y'all gotta chill. Like people were like coming at me, my family, people were coming at my like personal life and like saying all these crazy things about my family and stuff. And so I was like, all right, this is a little much. So
For sure. Cool. By the way, I freaking loved, I don't know if you can talk about it or not, but when you called out that umpire for the like worst call I've ever seen in my life, so funny.
was that the one where I was at first base?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I posted that right after the game and like 10 minutes later I had a call from my coach and I had to take it down because I tagged like SEC officiating or something. Like that's
Okay.
crazy. I don't know why I did that, but I was
It was
so
awesome. I'm glad
mad.
you
You were
did it.
steaming. You were just like, you know what? Fuck
Because
this
it was
guy.
a single and it wouldn't have even been reached by error. Like that was a fair single and I never get those. And like that's for the batting average. Like that's one thing against my batting average that I could have had to like bring it up. But no, like that was the worst call I've ever seen
was
in
awful.
my life.
It was ass. I'll have to see if I can find it and edit a clip in there.
Oh,
Like,
God.
it was so
I can send it to
so
you. I
bad.
still have it.
Hell yes.
It was so bad.
But insert it like right here.
Cool. All right. For our next game, we got Deep Dilemmas with Bri Ellis. I'm going to give you two options. I need you to tell me which one you would choose.
Uh-oh.
Up first, be $1 million in debt or spend 1 hour in a cage with a hungry grizzly bear.
Well, I would rather be $1 million in debt because I'd probably be dead.
You don't want to fight a grizzly bear. Okay,
No.
I respect that.
She can mash homers, but fighting grizzly bear might be a bit much.
If we give you a bat in the cage.
Take your chances.
Yeah. I'll say grizzly. No, I'm kidding.
All right, cool. I think I would take the $1 million in debt too. All right, next one. Attempt to steal the Declaration of Independence or wear 2 left shoes for the rest of your life.
Oh my gosh. Declaration. I can't. I would get so angry from having 2 left shoes on. So I would definitely rather.
I mean, would it
Be
be as
putting-
bad wearing like 2 like left flip flops? Like, would you still feel a little comfortable?
Yeah, it would still be weird.
Yeah,
It'd still
Also,
be
that
weird.
means I would have to wear flip flops.
So, like all the time.
touche. You can't do much. Just relax.
Can't fight a grizzly bear with flip flops.
Touche. That's fair.
Yeah, I honestly wouldn't even know how to start attempting to steal the Declaration of Independence.
Me
but
either.
I mean, have you watched National Treasure? No, I'm just kidding.
I'll just walk up there I'll take this now. Like, I don't know what to
It's
do.
for a good cause, please. I can't have 2 left shoes.
Yeah, I'm sure, like, they'll just slap you with a little misdemeanor and like, send you on your way.
I'll
Like.
take my chance. I'll hire a good lawyer. I'll be good. I swear.
Next one. Raise 11 newborn cats or attend a random funeral and loudly boo during the eulogy.
I'll raise 11. I'll raise 11 cats.
I already know what you would do.
I'm booing.
I know.
I
That's
boo all the
crazy.
I've
time.
seen this man boo at a lot of things.
I
and
boo people
That
all
is
the
one
time.
thing that I would pay to see. This man boo. Is he just a boo? Like even if we all hang
Here
out.
lies Carl. He was
say-
such a great friend. Boo!
This guy sucks.
This guy sucks. Yeah, people will literally just like say a joke and I'll just start booing them if it's a bad joke.
That's-
I've seen it. I've received it. So it's fair. My brother has received many. Poor guy. Sorry, Ken. But comes to the territory when you hang out with the Degs.
But yeah, you're much nicer than me, so you're raising the newborn cats. What about you, JP?
Oh man, I'd rather boo. I'm not a cat
Oh,
guy for one,
crazy.
and two, I'm allergic to cats. Sorry, guys.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So, I'll boo. I'll take my chances.
All right, last one. Only wear soaking wet socks or sneeze in every photo you're in.
I sneeze.
Hey man,
So
sneezing could be an aesthetic. It can be
Right.
like an actual it can become a theme.
honestly, that
Candid.
might go kind of crazy. Like if you like just every photo.
Every single
So
photo.
if it's like, someone takes a photo of you after a home run, it's like you're sneezing. Like if it's like your thing, like yeah, that might go kind of crazy. Not gonna lie.
It's time for you to start the trend now.
I'll start
It's
sneezing
time.
after I hit home
There you
runs.
go.
Yeah. We'll be watching your games next year. You'll hit a home run. You'll sneeze, and we'll
turn
know.
into a tradition. You
People are
cross
gonna be
home
like,
plate.
"What are you doing?"
Chew.
but we'll know. People who follow
Right.
Paula will know for
Right.
There you
sure.
go. There you go.
I think I'm with you here. I'm a sneeze at every photo. I feel like I could make that work for me.
Which one's the first one?
Only wear soaking wet socks.
Oh no, yeah, I'll sneeze.
That would like tear up your feet.
I'll sneeze.
Maybe you get used to it, but
I'm
a
st-
sneeze.
I'm still recovering from actually no, but blisters on your feet, it's terrible. Anything with the feet, it's just no, can't do it, man.
Yeah, sneezing every photo for sure for
Oh,
me.
yeah.
But that's gonna do it for our interview. Thank you so much, Bri, for
Of
coming
course,
through.
thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course. Tell the people where they can find all of your stuff.
So my Instagram is Bri.Ellis. My Twitter, I think, is Bri Ellis1. You can just search my name. You'll find enough. You'll find enough on there, so you'll find it. But, I mean, that's really all I have. Oh, I have a TikTok. It's Bri Ellis02, but it's not that great. I post random stuff.
You gotta pump yourself up. You're,
Yeah.
like,
There you
you're
go.
trying to sell yourself to the people right now. You gotta get them hype. Check out Bri Ellis' TikTok.
Yeah.
It's great. It's fantastic. Best in the business right there.
Look at you, man. They're just selling for the girl.
Yeah,
Love
Paul
it.
Heyman out here.
There you go, man.
But yeah, follow us, Apollo HOU. I'm at Lord Dex Hinton on Twitter. Jeez.
I'm at JP_Mirabueno. Follow me over there. But yeah,
That'll do it. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. You know what to do. Thanks for watching. We're out.
peace.